What is happening, everyone? Welcome to GBALL Vision. This is the one that you have all been waiting for. We are finally diving into the whole EMP EDC collection. This is an update, and we're going to kick it off with one that doesn't quite get enough publicity in my mind. Now, the liner lock version was only ran one time, so it was a fairly limited run. And I believe there will be another liner lock coming, but it could be a different shape and it could be a different size. It's hard to tell with what John usually has up his sleeve, but these are absolutely fantastic knives. When you're used to the frame lock Nimble and then you get this guy in hand, it feels like a totally different knife. Although it's the same design, because of that titanium liner lock, it just gives this thing a little bit different feeling. Now, since we have that one here, why don't we go ahead and we'll pull out the original OG Nimble. This was my first EMP EDC ever. A lot of you know that by now. That one comes in M390, and then it has the copper infused carbon fiber and then titanium accents all the way around. This one is M390 DLC on DLC frag, and then you have blue green titanium hardware. This thing is an absolute beast. Some of the best action on a knife. Love this knife. Love the Nimble series. It's the best secondary knife ever, in my opinion. It is just absolutely fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and we'll bring out their brother in Segaha. This is a Urban EDC supply exclusive with a satin M390 blade, Segaha pattern tie, and then this one is all zerked out. Absolutely love this knife. It is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, gentleman style knives of all time. Just look at that thing. It is absolutely stunning in my opinion. Now, let's move on to the Tanto version 1. This was the V1 Tanto, and I went with the stonewashed on stonewashed. It has been changed around a little bit. I threw some gold anodized, brass anodized hardware on this guy to give it just a little splash. It did have some blue and zerk on it, but that ended up going elsewhere. And I thought the stonewash with the gold actually looks pretty damn good, so I kept it that way. Eventually, I probably will change it. Stonewashed M390 blade, your typical Nimble, just with a Tanto style finish. So that is the Nimble T version 1. And since we're on the Nimble T's, why don't we go ahead and we'll bring out the Nimble T version 2, and this is a one-off. Nobody has this Nimble T version 2 but me. It's coming with an LMAX machine satin finish. You have the honeycomb. Love that honeycomb pattern. And then this one is rocking all satin hardware as well in titanium. It initially came with gold anodized hardware, I believe, and I switched it out to the satin just to kind of go with the blade a little more. I think it looks absolutely incredible with the satin hardware. Now, we will go to, what will we go to? Oh, we might as well go to that one. So this is the newest drop of knives from EMP EDC. This is the Segaha Nimble T version 2. Urban EDC supply exclusive, coming with a machine satin LMAX Tanto blade, and then along with this Segaha version, it is all zerked out. In this case, it has a pivot collar, unlike the version 1s. They don't have pivot collars, as you can see here, but as time has went on, he added the pivot collar, which was definitely a nice touch. I can live with it and I can live without it. I think either way it looks fantastic. I'm fine with it because I have so many without it. It's nice to have different options. So, you know, and it's the same with the LMAX and M390. I will take the LMAX all day, every day over the M390 at this point. Love me some LMAX, Magna Cut. You know, I'll take those over M390 all day, every day at this point, just because of how much M390 20CV I really have. You know, I think that was one of the best moves that John has made, switching over from M390 to LMAX. So let's go ahead and we'll go with the Nimble X version 1. This is the sheep's foot drop point M390 machine satin. You have frag titanium with that bronzish DLC'd look, kind of like an old-fashioned look. And then you have bronzed titanium hardware as well. Definitely patinaed over the years. Looks absolutely outstanding. This is one of the best tuned knives that I have in my collection. It is just outstanding. So stout, and it just feels amazing to flick this guy out. This is a knife that I carry and use quite a bit because I also have the version 2 Nimble X. So this one gets babied more so than the version 1. This is kind of like my mutant Nimble. We have Zerk pivot collars, blue anodized titanium show side hardware, and then we have a gold anodized backspacer and pocket clip, along with blue anodized hardware and Zerk pivot collar on the clip side. This thing is also tuned to a dream. Absolutely fantastic knife. The ergonomics on the Nimbles, if you've never handled one, you need to get a Nimble. I don't care if it's the 3.5 inch or the 3.5 or the 3 inch. They are all fantastic, amazing knives, incredibly well done. And let's bring out one of my many babies. This is a knife that I really love. This is the Nimble W. I love all these, but the Nimble W, when this knife first came out, I could not for the life of me decide which version I wanted to go with. And am I happy as hell that I went with the all DLC and no frag, just the smooth titanium handles, because this is by far the best looking Nimble W that was done, in my opinion. It would definitely look sick with some Zerk hardware, but I think it also looks awesome with the all DLC black hardware as well. So this is M390. That is M390. And I forget what the Nimble X version 2s came in. I think that was M390 as well. I don't know if it says. I think it is M390 on these guys. Could be LMAX. I can't remember now. That's crazy. I'm having like a brain fart or something. So, since we got those guys all covered, ooh, careful. How about we go to one of my, this is definitely high up on the list of my EMPs. This is the Magna Cut Relative, and you won't be able to see it, but it's number 002 of the Magna Cut run. I think John has number 1, but I'm not 100% sure. And by the way, this is number 1 of the EMP EDC Nimble X version 2s. This is number 001. So that is just incredible. But the MagnaCut Relative is just a dream knife. It's got a gold Mokume pocket clip and then all titanium hardware, of course. Pivot collars, looks absolutely outstanding. This is a Empedc project with EMP, and I love these Empedc projects that he's doing, and I hope he continues doing them. The Nimbles, I believe, will, unless something crazy happens, the Nimble line, from what I've gathered from John, will pretty much always be QSP unless something crazy happens. But I think newer designs and whatnot, he's looking elsewhere, which I think's a great idea. There's nothing wrong with that, and I think it's a smart move just to get different flavors, different tastes of things. You know, some people have, you know, a bad idea maybe about QSP or who knows what, but QSP doing these Nimbles, this is the best work that QSP does. And I'm sure they do some other OEM work that is also fantastic. I know they do, but this is just top-notch stuff. If you didn't know this was QSP, especially the Nimble X version 2, if you didn't know that was QSP, you would think that that was like a Empedc, possibly a Riot-made knife. It is extraordinarily good. They absolutely nail. I mean, this is QSP. You know, this is QSP. So they're doing a phenomenal job, guys. So I have no problem with QSP, but I also like the branching out as well. So, you know, I'm good with both ways. Now, how about we bring out the one-off Ronin? This is one of my main pride and joys. We have a gold Zircuti pocket clip, a machine satin L-Max Tanto blade, and this one gets babied a lot because there's no other knife like this that was from factory. It is a one-off, just like the version 2 Nimble T that I have, and I absolutely love this thing. Empedc OEM'd as well. Just a unique design and going in a different direction, you know, than the Nimbles and the Relatives. I just think it's just fascinating and amazing. Love the milling in this thing. I love the new milling that he's doing. The honeycomb as well. So that is the EMP EDC Ronin, the one-off. Let's go ahead and we'll get another batch. So next up, we have John, his first design ever collaboration. I believe it was with Nemo Knives. This is called the Slenderman. It is an automatic, and John has an automatic coming out within the next couple of weeks. And I am stoked to get that in hand. It's coming in MagnaCut. This is S35VN. Tanto blade, aluminum body, incredibly good action. The button is nice to actuate. It's not like a Microtech. You could do this all day. And comparatively to like a Microtech or an Axial, I think this is right up there with them. And it was under half the cost. Just a fantastic little OTF. I think it's very well done. Nice and slicey as well. Nice and pokey. Love this design. This was his first design ever, and none of these knives will ever go anywhere. And this is a cool piece to EMP EDC. Love the Slenderman. I really take care of that one as well. And then we have the Thick Boy version 1. This is with S35VN Stonewash Cleaver Blade. Love this thing. Jimping up the spine. This has, I believe it's the black micarta onlays. Titanium bolsters. Incredibly good action. This is a Bestech OEM as well. Nice big chamfer on that lock bar. Nice controlled action. Typical EMP EDC pocket clip there. And then we have the big Mamba Jamba. This is the Thick Boy version 2, coming in 20 CV with a DLC coated blade, DLC coated titanium bolsters, natural micarta onlays, and a beautiful last Zircuti pocket clip for the Thick Boys. The Thick Boys have been discontinued, so if you did not get one, good luck getting one. I love this knife. It's just so unique and it's so comfortable. Absolutely love the Thick Boys. The differences are, if you are unaware, is he moved the choil back, so to give more blade length. As you can see there, they're pivot to pivot, so you're getting more blade length. He moved the choil back and cut this area out a little bit and gave you more blade length, kept the finger choil, increased the steel to 20 CV. Just a great move all the way around. A great redesign. This one gets a lot more use than this one does. This is kind of another one of my babies. You know, they're all my babies, but love the Thick Boy. Such a unique design, in my opinion. I absolutely love the Thick Boy. Let me know what you think of this EMP EDC collection, guys. I'd love to hear what you have to say. One Nimble, which is this one here, really threw me into the EMP EDC rabbit hole, so to speak, and I have never gotten out, and I never planned to get out. I absolutely love John. I love EMP EDC. Everything that he does, you know, from here on out, I will be picking up. There's just no doubt about it. No question. He's a fantastic dude. American dude, of course. Great family. Let's back this thing up a little bit. That way we can fit all these on screen, at least a little bit, right? But I will forever be getting EMP EDCs. They are just so well done, so well executed. You can tell John is a knife guy. He puts everything he has into these designs. They are so ergonomic, so aesthetically pleasing. They're just fantastic. You can tell he's a knife dude. I just love his designs. They're so comfortable. They feel like they were made, you know, for my hand, whether it's the smaller Nimble size or the larger ones. They just feel like they were made for my hand. I absolutely love them. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Give John a huge shout out down below because he's awesome. And if you're new to the channel or you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. I'm going to throw up 2 new EMP EDC videos. Go and check those out. Otherwise, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.